On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Lawsuit.
A legal action taken by one party against another in a court of law, typically seeking damages or some other form of remedy for perceived wrongs or harms suffered.
Examples:
Lawsuit settlement. File a lawsuit. The company is facing a lawsuit for its alleged discrimination against employees.
Laughter.
The act or sound of laughing.
Examples:
Laughter all around. Bring laughter. Some doctor says laughter is the best medicine.
Holocaust.
The systematic killing of millions of Jews and other minority groups by the Nazis during World War II, or any similar act of mass destruction.
Examples:
Nuclear holocaust. The Holocaust Museum. Many Holocaust survivors still suffer from the trauma they experienced during that time.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Dubious.
Having doubts or reservations, uncertain.
Examples:
Dubious credibility. Direct a dubious look. The evidence presented in court had a dubious origin, raising questions about its authenticity.
Distinction.
A difference or contrast between similar things or people.
Examples:
Important distinction. Draw a distinction. I can't see any distinction between these two concepts.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
Genocide victims. Genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Survivor.
A person who remains alive after an event in which others have died.
Examples:
Ovarian cancer survivor. A single survivor. The shipwreck survivor was rescued after floating in the ocean for 3 days.
Harrowing.
Causing distress or suffering, extremely distressing.
Examples:
Harrowing battle. Harrowing journey. Her harrowing experience in the war had left her with deep emotional scars.
Bystander.
A person who witnesses an event or situation but does not actively participate or intervene.
Examples:
Innocent bystander. Shocked bystander. The bystander effect is a phenomenon where people are less likely to intervene in an emergency if others are present.
Myriad.
A very large number.
Examples:
Myriad differences. A myriad of choices. The artist featured myriad colors and patterns, creating a vibrant and dynamic piece.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Outskirt.
The part of a town or city away from the center, typically the suburbs, the fringe or border of something.
Examples:
The outskirt of the forest. On the western outskirts. The outskirt of the city was quieter and more peaceful than the busy downtown area.
Ditch.
A long, narrow, and shallow depression or channel that is dug into the ground. Verb, to throw away.
Examples:
Agricultural ditch. Ditch my career. The farmers used ditches to drain water from their fields.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface. A long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Perpetrator.
A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Caveat.
A warning against certain acts, law, a formal notice filed with a court or officer to suspend a proceeding until the filer is given a hearing.
Examples:
A caveat against unfair practices. General caveat. We often ignore important caveats from nature.
Nonetheless.
In spite of what has just been said or done, nevertheless.
Examples:
We are nonetheless confident. Love him nonetheless. They each choose nonetheless to battle.
Nationality.
The legal status or right of belonging to a particular country.
Examples:
Acquisition of nationality. Nationality certificate. Dual nationality is prohibited in specific nations, but not in others.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Agenda.
A list or outline of things to be done, discussed, or considered.
Examples:
Agenda setting. Ambitious agenda. The agenda for the meeting includes discussions on the budget and new project proposals.
Fast forward.
To advance or move forward in time or progress, particularly in a rapid or accelerated manner, to increase the playback speed of a recording.
Examples:
Fast forward 10 seconds. Fast forward to the good part. I like to fast forward through commercials when watching TV shows.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Prominent.
Important, well-known, or noticeable.
Examples:
Prominent figure. Play a prominent role. The media frequently interviewed prominent scientists.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Intrigue.
To make someone interested, especially by being strange, unusual, or mysterious. To make a secret plan with other people to harm someone.
Examples:
Intrigue him. Intrigue against his rival. The artist's innovative style of work intrigues me.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Worthwhile.
Having value or benefit, sufficiently important or beneficial to be worthy of time or effort, deserving of attention or consideration.
Examples:
Worthwhile investment. Worthwhile endeavor. Volunteering for a worthwhile cause is important for building a sense of community.
Diversion.
A change of direction or course, the act of redirecting attention or activity to a different topic or task, a form of entertainment or pastime that provides a temporary distraction or relief.
Examples:
Diversion of resources. Mental diversion. The diversion of the river's path caused flooding downstream.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Nazi.
A member or supporter of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, which controlled Germany from 1933 to 1945 and carried out a genocidal campaign against Jews and other marginalized groups, someone who subscribes to similar racist or authoritarian beliefs.
Examples:
Nazi regime. Neo-Nazi movement. The Nazi Party was responsible for atrocities committed during World War II.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
At a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Swastika.
An ancient symbol consisting of a cross with arms bent at right angles, often used by cultures around the world as a symbol of good fortune or well-being, but more recently and unfortunately associated with the Nazi Party and its atrocities during World War II.
Examples:
Swastika symbol. Swastika tattoo. The use of the swastika sign during World War II has forever tarnished its once positive connotations in many cultures.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Salute.
To show respect or recognition for someone or something, often by making a gesture or performing an action, to greet or acknowledge someone in a formal or ceremonious way.
Examples:
Salute to the flag. Salute him in military fashion. The soldiers stood at attention to salute their commanding officer.
Parade.
A public procession, especially one celebrating a special day or event.
Examples:
A military parade. Parade route. The annual 4th of July parade is popular in the town square.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
institute a lawsuit, research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Journal:
A newspaper or magazine specialized in a specific topic or profession.
Examples:
Scientific journal, journal articles. The physician is reading the journals related to medicine.
Slick:
Smoothly polished and shiny, cleverly and smoothly done, well organized and efficient.
Examples:
A slick operation, slick design. The politician gave a slick speech, but it was full of empty promises.
Footnote:
A note of additional information provided at the bottom of a page in a book or document, often indicated by a superscript number or symbol in the main text.
Examples:
Footnote citation. Add a footnote. I included a footnote in my essay to provide additional information and sources for my argument.
Laden:
Heavily loaded or burdened.
Examples:
A laden ship, water-laden soil. The traffic-laden street was gridlocked during rush hour, with cars moving at a snail's pace.
Semitic:
Relating to the group of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, spoken by the peoples of the Middle East and North Africa.
Examples:
Anti-Semitic movement, Semitic culture. The Semitic languages include Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic.
Revisionism:
The reinterpretation or revision of an ideology, historical account, or doctrine, often to challenge or undermine established beliefs or ideas.
Examples:
Revisionism theory, historical revisionism. Some historians accuse revisionism of altering the accepted historical record to fit a particular agenda.
Revise:
To examine and make corrections or alterations to the idea, piece of writing, etc., to improve it.
Examples:
Revise the plan, revise his belief. The prediction method has been revised drastically.
Praise:
An expression that shows approval and admiration of the achievements or characteristics of someone or something.
Examples:
Attain critical praise, universal praise. The drama series mainly received praise.
Racism:
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
Systemic racism, research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Prejudice.
A thought or feeling that is unfair and makes no sense, mainly when it is formed without enough thought or knowledge.
Examples:
Deep-rooted prejudice. Color prejudice. This community is free of social prejudice.
Discourse.
Any form of communication in speech or writing.
Examples:
Hold discourse with him. A discourse about art. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights.
Edgy.
Being tense, nervous, or irritable. Nervous, jittery behavior, having a provocative, unconventional, or avant-garde style or mentality.
Examples:
Edgy haircut. Edgy fashion. I always feel edgy when I have to give a speech in front of a large crowd.
Out of the box.
Referring to something unconventional, innovative, or creative, not adhering to traditional or mainstream approaches or ideas, of or relating to a product, solution, or way of thinking that is original or unique.
Examples:
Out of the box thinking. Out of the box solution. The new software comes with many out-of-the-box features that enhance productivity.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Encroach.
To advance beyond the usual or acceptable limit gradually and often without being noticed, to infringe upon someone's territory, rights, privacy, etc.
Examples:
Encroach on the realm. Encroach on the habitat of the animal. You have no right to encroach on my leisure time.
Assault.
A violent physical attack, the crime of forcing someone to submit to sexual intercourse against their will.
Examples:
Assault aircraft. Victim of sexual assault. We got caught up in an assault case.
Penguin.
A flightless seabird that is found in the southern hemisphere and is known for its distinctive black and white coloring and its upright, waddling gait.
Examples:
Adelie penguin. Penguin habitat. We took a boat tour to witness the magnificent penguin colony along the rugged coastline.
Mistakenly.
In a mistaken or incorrect way, wrongly.
Examples:
Mistakenly left his keys. Mistakenly delete the important file. He mistakenly thought the red liquid was juice, but it was paint.
Libel.
A false and damaging statement about someone that is published or broadcast to a wide audience, often to harm their reputation or character.
Examples:
Sue a person for libel. Libel lawsuit. She was accused of libel after publishing an article that made false and damaging statements about a public figure.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Ally.
A country that has officially agreed to assist and support another country, particularly in the event of a war.
Examples:
Close ally. Ally with a company. Our country is a traditional ally of England.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Vigor.
Physical strength and energy, the strength, vitality, or force that is necessary for sustained physical or mental effort.
Examples:
Physical vigor. Mental vigor. Her vigor and enthusiasm for life are infectious.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Battleship.
A large, heavily armed warship that is designed to engage in naval warfare.
Examples:
Battleship Gray. An up-to-date battleship. The first-class battleship was equipped with a powerful cannon.
Tattoo.
A form of body modification made by inserting ink, dyes, or pigments, either permanent or temporary, into the skin to form a design.
Examples:
A tattoo artist. A person who has a tattoo. Any activity on the internet will be stored as a digital tattoo for life.
Senator.
A member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples:
Junior senator. Senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Chamber.
A large room used for a formal, public, or particular purpose, one of the parts of a parliament.
Examples:
A gas chamber. The lower chamber. The surgeon made an incision in the chambers of the patient's heart.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Reticent.
Disposed to be silent or uncommunicative, restrained or reluctant to speak, inclined to keep one's thoughts or feelings to oneself.
Examples:
Reticent nature. Reticent response. He was always reticent about his personal life and rarely shared any details with others.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Counsel.
Advice or guidance given by a person with specialized knowledge or experience, particularly in a professional or legal context. The act of providing advice or guidance.
Examples:
Take counsel. Career counsel. She sought the counsel of her trusted advisor before making a decision.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Contrast.
To put in opposition to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Falsehood.
A statement or belief that is untrue, often intentionally deceptive or misleading.
Examples:
Spread falsehoods. Palpable falsehood. The media exposed the politicians' falsehoods.
Default.
To fail to fulfill an obligation or pay a debt when it is due, to fail to meet expectations or perform as required, to choose or accept a predetermined option or condition without making a deliberate selection or choice. Noun, a failure to fulfill an obligation or to meet a requirement, the preset or automatic settings that a system or program uses when the user has selected no other options.
Examples:
Default settings. Default on the mortgage. If you don't specify a different option, the computer will default to its original settings.
Legitimate.
Accordant with or allowed by law, lawful.
Examples:
A legitimate child. Legitimate question. Public political demonstrations are considered legitimate rights for citizens.
Facto.
Of or relating to facts, done in reality, actually existing or occurring.
Examples:
Ex post facto approval. A de facto government. The new software has become the de facto tool for professionals in the field.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Abet.
To assist, encourage, or support someone in the commission of a crime or wrongdoing. To actively promote or aid in the accomplishment of an action.
Examples:
Abet a fugitive. Abet wrongdoing. She refused to abet her friend in cheating on the exam.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Spoil.
To ruin the taste, appearance, or quality of something. To become or cause something to become rotten or bad.
Examples:
Spoil a person's sport. Spoil the surprise. If you leave the milk out of the refrigerator for too long, it will spoil.
Alert.
To warn or arouse to a sense of danger. Adjective, paying close attention or being in a state of readiness for action.
Examples:
Alert consumers to the dangers. Alert system. The company's cybersecurity team alerted the CEO to potential threats.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Tendentious.
Expressing or promoting a specific bias, viewpoint, or agenda, often in a way that is biased or one-sided, strongly and often excessively partisan.
Examples:
Tendentious argument, tendentious analysis. The tendentious article was biased and lacked objectivity.
Distort.
To change something's shape, appearance, or sound so that it appears weird or unclear.
Examples:
Distort the facts. Distort the economy. Economists contend that taxes distort consumer behavior in general.
Deliberately.
Done in an intentional or slow and careful manner.
Examples:
Deliberately amateurish. Commit a crime deliberately. He deliberately misleads others.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Edition.
A particular form or version in which a text, especially a printed book, magazine, or newspaper, is published.
Examples:
A paper edition. Edition deluxe. They issued a limited edition of the artist's recordings.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Exonerate.
To clear someone of blame or accusation, to free someone from responsibility or guilt.
Examples:
Exonerate from blame. Exonerate the defendant. The DNA evidence exonerated the suspect, proving his innocence.
Preponderance.
The quality or condition of being greater in amount, quantity, or importance, superiority in strength, influence, or importance.
Examples:
Preponderance of species. Legal preponderance. The preponderance of evidence supports the claim that the defendant is guilty.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Quirk.
A peculiar behavior, habit, or characteristic that is distinctive to an individual or group.
Examples:
Personality quirk. A quirk of fate. One of her quirks is that she always wears mismatched socks.
Drag.
To pull or haul with force.
Examples:
Drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked.
Courtroom.
A room in which a court of law is held.
Examples:
Courtroom drama. Courtroom trial. The eyewitness took the stand in the courtroom and gave testimony crucial to the case.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Polemic.
A strong, passionate, and often controversial argument or written work presenting a particular viewpoint or opinion, a forceful, persuasive, and aggressive debate or written discourse defending or attacking a specific belief, idea, or principle.
Examples:
Polemic debate. Controversial polemic. The author's polemic on social justice sparked intense debates and discussions.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context, legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Extremist.
A person who holds extreme political or religious views and who is willing to use violent or illegal methods to promote those views.
Examples:
Extremist political views, radical extremist. The extremist group planned a series of violent attacks to push its agenda.
Outright.
Completely, and without reservation, without any attempt at concealment.
Examples:
Impose an outright ban, outright lie. He made an outright donation of $1,000 to the charity.
Supremacy.
The state, condition, or position of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status.
Examples:
A race for supremacy. Supremacy of a country. The empire's military power ensured its supremacy over the neighboring states.
Alt-right.
Abbreviation for alternative right, a political movement or group characterized by extreme conservative, nationalist, or authoritarian beliefs, often associated with white supremacy or xenophobic attitudes.
Examples:
Alt-right politics, alt-right media. The radical beliefs of the alt-right movement have been widely criticized for promoting hate and intolerance.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Defensive.
Used or intended to protect someone or something against attack or aggression.
Examples:
Assume the defensive. Defensive weapons. Boxing fans often criticize his defensive stance.
Cartoon.
A simple drawing depicting a humorous or critical situation, often accompanied by a caption.
Examples:
Cartoon character. Cartoon industry. He spent his afternoon watching cartoon movies on TV.
Contest.
A competition in which people compete for supremacy in a sport or other activity, a struggle between rivals.
Examples:
A speech contest. A close contest. There was a vast contest between the two tribes.
Opponent.
A person against whom you are playing or fighting in a game, competition, debate, etc.
Examples:
computer opponent, death penalty opponent. He was attempting to confuse his opponent.
Yell.
To shout in a sudden and loud way.
Examples:
yell for help, yell as loud as we can. When I asked my father for more money, he became furious and yelled at me.
Beguile.
To deceive or charm someone through trickery, flattery, or manipulative behavior, to distract or divert someone's attention.
Examples:
beguile him into consenting, beguile with beauty. The salesman tried to beguile me into buying an unnecessary product.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
a remote relative, relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Offensive.
Rude in a way that causes someone to feel anger, annoyance, or resentment, for the purpose of attack rather than defense.
Examples:
assume the offensive, an offensive smell. His offensive philosophy in business led to many hostile takeovers.
Academy.
A school for special training, a type of official organization that aims to encourage and develop standards in its particular field.
Examples:
an academy of music, a member of the academy. Her new documentary earned her an Academy Award.
Enlightened.
Having or showing a rational, modern, and well-informed outlook.
Examples:
enlightened age, make an enlightened decision. The enlightened teacher taught the class about the importance of compassion and empathy.
Liberal.
Willing to respect or allow many different types of beliefs or behavior, open-minded.
Examples:
a liberal arts college. Under liberal conditions. He is liberal in his thoughts.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position, a public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
debate topic, debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Indisputable.
Not able to be denied or disputed, true.
Examples:
indisputable genius, indisputable fact. The evidence was indisputable, and the jury reached a quick verdict.
Recant.
To withdraw or retract a statement or belief, especially a formal or public one.
Examples:
Recant my words. Recant his Christian faith. He recanted his previous statement after realizing the evidence was against him.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.